What makes the Add-A-Century timeline system truly unique is its flexibility. First, it's flexible as far as how you use it. If you want to sit down and just page through it like a book, you can do that. But when you want your student to see time stretched out, that linear version of time, the whole thing can stretch out, then fold back up, and you can even store it in a binder. These binder tabs allow you to do that, and then you're still able to take it out and fold it out again later. Then it's flexible as far as how you build it. You actually could choose the size of your century. It is designed to have one century on a double page like this, but if you're not concerned with having your centuries the same length, you could actually cram several BC centuries into this space, or stretch out the Industrial Revolution 2 or 3 times this if you want to, because you're going to space the dates wherever you want them. The same is going to be true for the categories you put on your timeline. There are 9 categories included, and I will list them for you. There is government and politics, war, history, science and technology, art and music, literature and theater, fictional characters, church and religion, and life. Now, I use all 9, so my spaces are narrower, but you don't have to do that. You could use fewer categories, make bigger spaces. You could throw some out and make up your own category, something that's really relevant to your family. Then if you find that you are still running out of space because there's so much going on in a busy century, for example, the 1800s in science and technology, that's where you can expand your space with flip-ups. And then the very best part, it is flexible as far as when you build it. You don't have to study in chronological order, and you do not have to assemble 6,000 years worth of pages and try to fill them up. In our case, we jumped in ancient Greece, 700s BC. But then we're doing some Bible reading, and we read about Queen Esther, so we wanted her on the timeline, but she is in the 400s BC, so now we're missing a few hundred years. Then we took a giant leap all the way to William the Conqueror. He's in the 1000s AD. So now I'm missing hundreds of years in the timeline. Not a problem, and you're ready for those missing centuries, either in your regular studies, or maybe somebody pulls a great book off the shelf and it's somebody that you think, oh, I want to get them on the timeline. You just make up your new century, take your timeline pages apart, put in your new century, and back together. So now you are building from kindergarten to graduation this giant review that's relevant to your student.